Big Math for Little Kids. Unit 1. What are numbers?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Yay!
Counting really high, learning ordinality, first, second, and third. The developers of the Big Math for Little Kids curriculum say pre-kindergartners are ready and eager to learn way more about math than they're typically taught.
42, 43.
Using fun activities that incorporate movement to reinforce learning, plus lots of repetition, little children can learn some big math concepts.
90, 100.
So the first task, you're going to choose a number that you know that all of the children in your class basically can get up to. So like 5. I think most children can count up to the number 5. And we're just going to emphasize the counting sequence, but also give them a precursor for understanding cardinality by developing a one-to-one correspondence. So you can say, all right, class, we're going to count to 5, and we're going to do it while we clap. So let's do this together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Now let's try up to 7. I know you can do this. You can get up to 7, and this time we're going to stomp our feet, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, you're doing so great. We're going to go on to the next task, which can take us up to numbers 10 through 20. How about 12? Do you think we can get up to the number 12? I think we can. Let's this time really do some exercising, and let's stretch our arms up in the air as high as we can as we do this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, you're doing so great. Hopefully you can see why the children would enjoy this, and they will want to keep going into higher and higher and higher numbers.
In the classroom, kids love it. A simple, engaging activity that requires no materials, just a little energy.
This time, let's stamp it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Gross motor movement. Wow, we can engage the children in something that involves them physical rather than sitting them down with a worksheet and counting on a piece of paper.
1, 2, 3.
In the Bagit activity, children match objects to numerals. All that's needed are some clear plastic bags, each labeled with a number, and a variety of counting objects. Children practice putting the correct number of objects in the bag, then placing the bag of objects into the bin with the matching number.
Okay, count out the number of objects and put them in the bag.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excellent, good job.
Dr. Herb Ginsberg of Columbia University's Teachers College is one of the developers of the Big Math for Little Kids curriculum.
That very, very simple activity, I think, makes the written numbers meaningful. It gives them practice in the counting words and counting things. It gives them the big idea that 3 refers to any kind of things at all that you can appropriately put in that bag. So that's a big idea. The kids really seem to enjoy it a great deal. They have a lot of fun. And you could really build a lot of basic arithmetic of adding and subtracting with those bags. They're very powerful.
Wow, 12, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Big Math for Little Kids researchers have found little kids like to count high.
Teachers ask, well, why bother? Who cares whether kids know these big numbers? Well, the kids care. They like to count to big numbers. They feel smart. But another reason is that they're really exploring patterns when they get beyond 20. Pattern is a really important mathematical idea.
1, 2, 3.
Numbers from 0 through 20 must be memorized. Then there's a predictable pattern. Young children need help making the so-called decade shift to 30, 40, 50, and so on. Otherwise, they come up with numbers like 2010.
26, 27, 28, 29, 2010.
On this numbers chart, whose first line goes up to 9 rather than the usual 1 through 10, the decades line up on the left, reinforcing the shift, and the repeating pattern is very clear.
Do we see some numbers repeating on this line?
With the help of an aide, teacher Janice Marchak created a huge, colorful version of the chart to help her children learn numbers.
Can you find number 26? 26, great job. I think at the young age they like to see things big. We planned it out so that it keeps their attention. When they're involved more in it, they're more apt to retain the information that they're learning. 49 and 50!
The circus came into our town, and all the children gathered round.
Animal Parade incorporates a poem and cutouts of circus animals and a tent as a starting point to teach children about ordinality, who's first, second, third, and so on.
Fourth came the elephant, looking bigger than a car.
When we're doing cardinality, it doesn't matter perspective. You can be on that side, I can be on this side, and there's 5 objects in between us, and there's 5, no matter how you count it, no matter how you look at it. But ordinality is all about perspective. It's all about where is the destination, where is it going, and what is the order, and who does it matter to?
Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to do our favorite animal parade. You ready? First came the lion, the jungle king of all. Amelia, can you put the lion first in line?
Preschool teacher Laura Pepe took the popular Animal Parade activity one big step further by creating a special book with her students' pictures and a poem about ordinality.
Last but not least was Perry and his brown bear so hairy. They were really engaged. They were really into it because it was, oh, look, I'm paired up with the lion and I'm second in line. And it's great because they give you these ideas for learning and then you can elaborate on them and bring more into your classroom.
Funding for NJN's Big Math for Little Kids teacher training project has been provided by Edison Venture Fund.